Hi everyone, welcome back to the Homestead. I was really hoping this year would be a welcome to my terrific garden kind of year. Look at how wonderful it's doing. But then that probably wouldn't be fair to all of the other new gardeners and homesteaders. So here it is, guys. The truth is that our garden is doing really well in some spots, and in some spots it's really not doing well at all. We can look at the same row of squash, and on one end they're just beautiful and terrific and blooming and producing squash, and on the other end, just a few feet later, those little plants are about that big. So that tells us, of course, that our soil is really good in some areas and really not so good in some other areas, and that is probably due to all of the pine trees that we had in here. And even though we brought some good things in the garden, like some horse manure and also some mulch, rabbit manure, some fertilizer, I don't think this soil is really well balanced. Now, how can you find out if your soil is well balanced and healthy? Obviously, the slow and probably not very productive way is just start planting things. If they do well, then you have good soil. If they don't do well, then your soil needs some help. In our case, we knew that because of the things that we have done to this garden, some spots were going to be great and some spots were not. And unfortunately, the only real way for us to know which was to start planting things and see how they're doing. So a couple of different options when you're testing your soil. One, I actually went online and looked up with our county to find out if there's soil testing available in our area. I did find a link. It's through Texas A&M, which they do wonderful soil testing. I will attach their link down in the bottom of this description of this video. That is definitely an option for you guys to do. There are also, I think, many nurseries that will test your soil for you, so that may be an option as well. I like the quick and easy way generally, and so I actually went online and purchased this My Soil Kit. Got it on Amazon. I'll include the link down below. One of the nice things about this is that you get very easy access and quick access to it. So it comes complete with the instructions, registration information, also the test kit sample. So once you get your soil sample sent in, mailed into them, about 6 to 8 days later, you can log in online and you can get your test results back. Now, our garden is doing great in some spots. I don't want to test those or even mix that soil in with the areas that aren't doing well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose 5 to 7 areas in my garden that are not doing well. I'm going to take some soil samples using a clean shovel trowel and mix them inside this box. So mix all of those soil samples in, and then take one of those samples and send it in to have it tested. Once I know what the problem is with my soil, whether it's a pH imbalance or just a lack of nutrition, those results will tell me what I need to do with it. To give you guys a perfect example, you can have perfect nutrition in your soil. You can fertilize it and give your soil all of the good things that your plants need. But if your pH balance is off, then your plants will not absorb the nutrients that are there. So I can keep adding fertilizer to my garden all year long, but if the soil is not balanced, the plants are not going to benefit from that. Slow way, fast way, you guys choose whichever way is the best for you. But if you're planting things in your garden and you're finding out that they're just not being successful, even though you're doing all of the right things, it's probably because your soil is not in as good a shape as it could be. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope to see you in a future video soon. We're going to be addressing things like all the different pests that I have in my garden and also some fungus problems that we're already having. So that's coming up in a future video. Until then, y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.